Start doing this one thing, just this one thing, and watch how the same people who used to talk to you any kind of way suddenly start measuring their words before they open their mouths around you. Not because you changed your clothes, not because you got louder, not because you threatened a single soul, because you stopped doing something. And the moment you stopped, everything shifted. The energy in the room shifted. The way people looked at you shifted. Even the way you felt inside your own skin shifted. Stay here, because what I'm about to show you is something most people go their entire life without figuring out. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Let's start with the truth nobody wants to say out loud. You don't get disrespected because people are bad. You get disrespected because somewhere along the way, you showed people it was okay. Not with words. You never said that, but with your reactions, your explanations, your desperation to smooth things over. Every single time someone crossed a line and you let it go, you drew them a map that said, push here. It works every time. And they followed it. Think about someone in your life who never gets disrespected. Ever. Nobody tries them. Nobody speaks down to them. Nobody makes cutting little comments in their direction. Now ask yourself honestly, is it because that person is scary? Is it because people are afraid of them? No. It's because that person never showed anyone where the crack is. They never scrambled, never over-explained, never fell over themselves trying to fix someone else's discomfort. They just stayed still, calm, completely sure of who they were. And that stillness sent a signal so deep into people's brains that those people made a quiet, unconscious decision. Don't try that one. Don't even bother. That's the whole secret. That's the entire game. And the one habit that creates all of that? It's called not reacting. But not the way you think. Most people here don't react, and they think it means swallow everything, smile and take it, be the bigger person and suffer quietly. That's not what I'm talking about. That is actually worse. Because swallowing disrespect and pretending it doesn't sting doesn't make you powerful. It just makes you full of things that are slowly eating you from the inside. What I'm talking about is different. It's the habit of responding from stillness instead of reacting from pain. It's the habit of feeling something hit you and choosing not to let it show on your face, not to let it speed up your words, not to let it pull you out of your own center. Because here is the forbidden truth. When someone disrespects you, they are not just saying words. They are throwing a hook into water, waiting to see if anything bites. The second you bite, the second your voice changes, your face changes, you start talking fast and defending yourself and explaining your worth, they feel the tug on the line, and they know they've got you. But when you don't bite, when you just look at them and the water stays flat, that hook hangs in the air between you. And every second it hangs there, it gets heavier. For them, not for you. Picture this. Two guys. Same situation. A coworker makes a dismissive comment in front of the whole room, something designed to make them look small. The first guy goes red. He talks over himself. He starts justifying. He tries to explain that, actually, no, he did do the work. And actually, the numbers show this. And actually, if you look at the report, you will see that. And while he is talking, everyone in that room is watching him shrink in real time. The coworker smiles. Because the mission was accomplished. The second guy does something different. He stops, just for one beat. He looks at the coworker slowly. Not angry, not flustered, just steady. Like a man who has all the time in the world and no need to prove anything to anyone. And he says one clean, quiet sentence, or nothing at all. And then he moves on like the comment was too small to even live in his body. Who does that room respect? You already know. You felt it reading it. That second guy didn't win because he was smarter. He didn't win because he had a better comeback. He won because he showed everyone in that room something that is rarer than talent. He showed them that he did not need their validation to feel whole. And people are magnetically drawn to that. And people are deeply careful around that. Because they know, without being told, that this is someone whose good opinion is worth having because it cannot be bought with fear or pressure. And here is what makes this habit so powerful over time. Every time you don't react the way people expect, their brain does something it cannot help. It stores you as unpredictable. And unpredictable means unknown. And unknown means proceed with caution. Because the human brain does not like what it cannot read. It does not comfortably push against what it doesn't understand. So when people cannot predict how you will respond, they naturally, automatically, unconsciously treat you with more care. You become someone they think about before they speak, not after. And that shift, from someone people talk to carelessly to someone people consider before they open their mouth, that is everything. That is the entire game of respect in one clean move. Now here is something I need you to hear, because this is the part that actually does the deep work. The habit of not reacting is not something you can just decide to do in the moment, not at first. Because in the moment, your body has already decided, your face has already moved, your voice has already changed. The reaction came before your brain caught up. So how do you actually build this habit? You build it in the small moments, not the big ones. Not when someone publicly humiliates you, in the tiny moments, when someone talks over you and the old you would rush to reclaim the sentence. Pause instead, let them finish, take your time. When someone sends a message with an attitude and the old you would immediately fire back. Wait, breathe, respond when you are back in your own center. When someone tries to drag you into drama and the old you would get tangled in it, stay outside of it, stay clean. Every small moment you do this is a rep, and reps build muscle, and one day that muscle is just how you are. And when it becomes how you are, something happens that you cannot manufacture, you cannot fake, and you cannot buy. People start feeling you before they understand you. They feel that you are different, that you are solid, that there is something underneath you that does not move. And they respond to that feeling by treating you the way people treat things they do not want to break. But wait, it gets deeper. When you stop reacting, you also stop giving people stories to tell about you. Right now, somewhere, there are people who have watched you react badly, who have watched you lose your composure, who have a little piece of you because you gave it to them in a weak moment. And they keep that piece. They take it out sometimes when they want to feel superior. They pass it around sometimes to people you have never met. Your reaction became their entertainment and their ammunition all at once. When you take the reaction away, you take the story away. You become someone nobody has good material on because you never handed it to them. And people who have nothing to say about you, except that they can never quite get a rise out of you, those people actually respect you. Even the ones who don't like you, especially the ones who don't like you. Respect and liking are not the same thing. You do not need people to like you. You need people to know where the line is and stay behind it. And nothing draws that line more clearly than a person who has practiced the habit of stillness so deeply that it lives in their body, not just their mind. So here is what I want you to do. Starting today, the next time someone says something that makes your chest tight, stop. Do not speak from that tightness. Let it sit for 2 seconds. Feel your feet on the ground. And then decide, from a calm place, whether that person even deserves a response at all. Sometimes the answer is a slow, clean, quiet sentence that shows them exactly where the line is. Sometimes the answer is nothing, just your eyes, just your stillness, just the sound of them realizing they miscalculated. Either way, you do not scramble, you do not explain, you do not beg for their understanding. You just stay in yourself, completely, and let them figure out the rest. That is the habit. That is the only habit you need. And if you practice it long enough, the day will come when you walk into a room and without saying a word, without doing a single dramatic thing, people will adjust. They will feel you before they see you. And nobody, not one person in that room, will consider disrespecting you, because something in them will already know the answer they would get. Calm, unshakable, completely unbothered. And that is worth more than anything loud you could ever say. If this hit you somewhere real, share it with one person who needs it, and stay close.